The wizard is cornered, but he's not done fighting yet. He flings a lance of blue energy from his wand at you.
No way! I'm going to use my shield to deflect it.
Alright, that sounds like a defy danger roll to me. Roll plus con to endure the attack.
Well, that's a 4.
Oof. Well, the good news is that you get an XP. The bad news is that you're frozen in place, and now he's walking closer to you.
Can I tell what's about to happen?
Of course. Roll a discern realities check.
Okay, I rolled an 8. So, what's about to happen?
Well, it looks like the wizard has put his wand away. He's leaned over and he's whispering in the cleric's ear. You realize now he's about to tell him about that D&D podcast.
Okay, you mind giving me just a quick second?
Yeah, that's fine.
Mom and Dad, I didn't mean for things to turn out this way, but I'm responsible for some terrible events. I may never be able to come home again, and I have one final request of you. Make sure to take care of Shirel. The gold I've made from my work is underneath the loose floorboard in the kitchen. I love you, Borgoth. And to my dearest daughter, Shirel. Hello, sweetheart. My work requires me to go away for a while. I'm not sure when I'm coming back, but listen to Grandma and Grandpa while I'm gone. I love you. Daddy always misses you. Your father, Bill.
Voltus, did you take that letter out of his pocket?
Probably not.
Okay. And Bill, are you still resisting getting your hand cut off?
Yes.
Just one. Which one do you use less? Which one do you use to rip open bars?
Okay, well, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get out of the bindings, or are you trying to strike out at Voltus? This is important.
I really just wanted to put that letter out.
Audio deleted.
Thanks. Jesus Christ, Chris. I try to kick him in the knee.
All right, roll me a hack and slash.
Kick him in the knee.
Rah, rah, rah.
I suggest pulling his pants down. That's super effective.
8. Well, that actually works out just about right.
Oh, that's not good when the GM says so.
On a 7 to 9, you deal your damage to the enemy, and then the enemy makes an attack against you.
Oh.
So, roll me your damage, Bill, which is a D10.
Plus 6.
Jesus.
Plus
What?
6?
No, you didn't get 10 plus.
Wait, hold on. I think he's got some sort of move. I forget
Yeah,
what
that's
it
the
is.
thing I took for my level up.
Merciless?
Yeah.
It's plus D4.
Merciless kind of fits for Bill.
So,
Yeah.
D10 plus D4.
Oh, Jesus.
See how bad you injure your burned, scarred friend who's just trying to uphold the law.
I'm law.
It's D4, not D6?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what the Dungeon World SRD says. What the hell did you just do? You did 10 and 1/3 damage somehow.
You did a math problem.
Okay,
Okay, 10
Oh,
max
Jesus
damage.
Christ. So after fixing the roll, he did max damage of 14. All right, Voltus, what is your armor?
2.
All right, so take 12 damage.
Okay, so how many knees did you kick?
I'm still above half.
Both
All of
of them.
them. All of the knees.
Apparently.
Oh, God.
You do D10 damage unarmed?
The thing with the
Fighters.
Dungeon World characters, or for any of the characters, is you do that much damage regardless of whether you have your weapon or not. Like, you always do that much damage. Bill's just that strong. So, you were aiming for legs?
Yeah, you got me in the knee.
Okay.
I might fall on him and run him through accidentally now.
Yeah, accidentally, in quotes.
Well, you gotta make your check.
Well, the way it normally works when you're attacking monsters is they just do damage to you.
Yep.
And since he wasn't doing anything to get out of the way of the attack, I think that just hits. So, there is just a kick that would make a horse jealous. to your knee.
Mhm.
It buckles the plate armor around your knee, and you're sure it's going to hurt like a bastard even more than it hurts right now in the morning. It does send you to the ground momentarily, but with, you could probably use your weapon as support and get back up.
I say out loud, I didn't want to have to do this.
But you did it anyways.
You were about to kill
You're
me!
a danger to society and must be stopped.
If you were a child, I swear to God.
So what happens, Chris?
Roll your damage.
Cool. Oh yeah.
5. The leather armor you had, Bill, gives you 1 defense, or 1 armor, so you take 4 damage.
Okay, I'm down to 21.
I'm trying to see if there's like a coup de grace thing in here, because, he's on the ground, mostly helpless, so...
I did kick him in
I
the
don't
knee,
know,
though.
man. I was gonna say his foot attack. I don't think he's helping.
A helpless character is paralyzed, held, bound, sleeping, unconscious, or
Bound.
otherwise at an opponent's mercy. A helpless target is treated as having a dexterity of 0, -5 modifier. Melee attacks against a helpless target get +4 bonus, equivalent to attacking a prone target.
Well, then he rolled a 3 if he gets a -5 to melee attacks.
Well, it's...
I'm fine to take 14 damage. That's cool.
No, it's a -5 to his dexterity mod, so he wouldn't be able to dodge anything.
I still have my strength.
As a full round action, you can use a melee weapon to deliver a coup de grace to a helpless opponent.
Oh, instead of attacking, can I just coup de grace his hand
Is
off?
Bill helpless, though? Really?
He's bound. That's one of the
Ah.
words.
I think the coup de grace is dead.
Coup
If
de
you do
grace.
It was nice knowing you guys. I'll see y'all next session, I guess.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Really?
Like, there are laws that I am sworn to uphold.
Okay.
Stupid laws.
Well, okay. Do
I'm gonna kick him again.
you want to cut his hand off?
That's fine. Let's get him back to holding. I'll bind his fucking legs if I have to.
Good luck.
I was also going to heal you any damage I dealt so that you weren't injured, just, missing a hand.
Severely maimed.
I'm sorry, mister, just put my knee the wrong way.
I didn't do no crimes.
Yeah. Sorry, this is kind of not. Once again, I feel like this is my subtitle for Dungeon World. This is not how I expected this to go.
Wait.
You didn't expect me to fucking hee-haw his fucking
you
knee?
let him attack me. I'm not sure what you were expecting.
Well, no,
I think he just means everything about this
I didn't
scenario.
expect him to bend the bars and get out and then, fuck, dude, I don't even know.
Chris, did you expect the part where Rook mindlessly followed the guy that said that he wasn't going to accept the gods and kicked him in the chest? Here, I got one for you. Rook cures himself and says, I can do this all day, and tries to bash him with a mace again.
You should have
Okay.
cured me!
If the gods didn't exist, could I do this? Heal foot wound.
What the fuck is happening with this session?
Exactly, all the things.
Okay.
And Chris takes
so-
off his glasses.
Bill is now without a hand. Voltus, are you just going to have the guards bring him back, or are you going to escort him, or what's the plan?
Oh, I'm probably getting this knee looked at.
Okay, so you're letting the guards handle the...
I will probably make sure that Bill gets locked away in a cell and then go get medical attention in
Okay.
that order.
Bill asks, hands grow back, right?
Yep.
One of the guards kind of lets you put your arm around his shoulder so you can use him as a meat crutch.
I refuse.
He says, okay.
Voltus wants to feel the pain.
Really?
Yes.
You want me to kick you again?
Do you want me to cut you again?
Yes.
These are interesting philosophical questions.
Don't tempt me.
So, Voltus and Bill, I'm going to put you guys, for the time being, at the guardhouse again. Sam, you have the information on where those guys are hiding? Or at least where they left.
Right.
Are you heading to the guardhouse as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We're going to get to that scene in a bit. Zarko is here. Rook and Auric. Auric, are you still being all stealthy-like?
Yeah, I'm trying to approach the Rook and Sigil stealthy.
Okay.
Silently, yeah.
Rook's doing a real good job of keeping the attention off you anyway. Because he's kind of getting all up in the guy's face and trash talking and healing himself of damage. Rook, you said you wanted to take another swing at this dude?
I think that, healing me is probably my action for that round. But yeah, the general concept is that Rook will continue to berate this guy about the fact that the gods exist, proving them.
Okay.
Because, look, if the gods didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to magically cure the damage that you caused me. Boom. Faith only exists in a world without spells.
He's actually paying attention and talking to you, and he goes,
I think you misunderstood my position. I met the gods before they were gods. I knew them. They were foolhardy then, and they are more foolhardy now. They were reckless then, and they were more reckless now. They put others in danger then, and they caused such terrible damage to this world after they attained their godhood that millions died. For what? For a petty squabble that doesn't involve us but took place in our homes? Why are these worth worship? Why are these worth devotion? They feed off of the energy of your faith. They feed off of you and give you little to nothing in return.
I point at my no longer sucking chest wound.
It's pretty awesome now.
This whole time, Orc has been trying to study Sigil to find some sort of weakness, perhaps in its armor, body, maybe in the turning mechanisms of its torso.
okay, if you're trying to analyze him, I guess that would be a discern realities.
12.
A 12. So that gives you, what, like 2 or 3 of those questions?
Discern realities is 3.
All right. Ask me your first one.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
You could pickpocket Rook for his money.
Yeah.
You've seen a few bushes here. The berries are actually quite a good source of
They're poisonous shit.
a knockout / shit your bones out poison.
That's a terrible combination. I'll take 10.
You fall asleep and then wake up covered in your own poop.
Oh, you found the Taco Bell bushes.
Yeah, unfortunately, these questions aren't really geared to this, but I guess maybe what here is not what it appears to be. If something is strong but is not, or appears to be strong but is not.
I don't know that you're restricted to just those questions. I think you can ask.
It says
Like you can offer.
ask
Yeah, I
the
think it
GM
has to be from the list below,
below.
usually.
Depends on how close to that you want to stick. So yeah, if I can interpret that question that way.
One of the shoulder joints on this guy, all the armor is sort of darkened and made to look alike. But you notice one of them's got these pock marks in it that seem like it would be weaker than the other. It's not a huge weakness, but it could help. It's on the left shoulder.
I don't know. What should I be on the lookout for?
In the distance, you can hear a crackling sound, not unlike a campfire in the distance, and some somewhat quiet talking. So you should probably be on the lookout for the gathering of people that is making that noise. Also, Auric, were you making your presence known to Rook in any way, or is he as in the dark about your presence as the Crimson Sigil is?
No, probably not. I'd probably be trying to stay as hidden as possible while moving.
Okay. So, you guys are going to keep following this guy, right? Pixie, will you stop kicking shit, please, for like 10 seconds?
You're not Bill. Settle down.
Stop billing the wall. She's all hee-haw, kick.
No, I'm not going to leave Rook here by himself, so if he's still pressing, then I'm going to make my attack as well.
Okay. The Crimson Sigil, he turns his head momentarily to look ahead of where his torso bits are walking, and at a certain point makes a sharp right into the woods, and it starts heading that way. There's a somewhat well-worn path in the woods that he's following now, and if you look around him, you can see it goes on for maybe 300 or 400 feet, and then it ends in what appears to be a clearing of some sort.
Ooh.
But the clearing is not empty.
Question for you, Chris. Is he still
Yes.
walking, like, with his legs forward and his top half turned back towards these guys. Like the whole time.
Yes. Most of the time, yes. There's an occasional, like, full rotation of the head, so it can, like, scan the area in front of it, but for the most part, its legs have been walking, let's say north, and the torso with the face has been facing south.
And about how much time has passed since Zarko saw these guys disappear into the woods?
I'd say at this point it's probably been like 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I think Zarko's going to try and track down the other people at the other gate by now, rather than just pacing up there. But we'll save that for later.
Well, we're probably not moving too fast.
I'm just trying to keep track of where my character is.
Yeah. I'm going to say if you left a few minutes ago, you can be at that other gate. There's nobody there when you get there, but there is a green hand and blood leading to the bridge that leads to the guardhouse.
It's like I left you a trail of breadcrumbs. Except they're bill crumbs.
Large crumbs that he can't afford to be dropping all over the place.
But just the one. The rest is blood. He grows that back.
Do you want to just hang out there, or what do you want to do?
I'll pick up the hand and stick it in my pouch, and then follow the blood trail.
Okay.
Speak with dead limb. And it starts doing sign language.
I can't move you. I'm just going to delete you.
How
about the power to move you?
That's telekinesis, Chris.
So you get to the guardhouse, and you are reunited with your friends who are all in various states of
disrepair.
Being. Oric and Rook, are you going to stop this guy from making it to the clearing, or are you just going to keep following?
I was on the wrong page, and I started typing into my computer trying to roll /roll 2d6 for attack.
No, you got to tell me what you're doing, damn it, before you roll.
No, he doesn't.
Less rock, more talk.
Have you ever played Team Fortress 2? No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Rook, if this guy's not attacking back.
Nope.
I'm not.
He gave you that initial kick to the chest, and he's been kind of telling you your gods are dumb, and you're dumb, and your gods are stupid.
Did I impact him in any way, shape, or form with my last melee attack?
You did give him a nice dent to his arm bits.
Presumably, Rook has fought armored creatures in the past, such as those wearing plate armor, in his lifelong crusade against the non-believers. So, I guess Rook would be able to tell, in my opinion, whether or not his mace would be able to damage the creature he sees before him.
Your mace has been tested against the thin armor that makes up, the comparatively thin armor that makes up plate mail and stuff. This is mostly, in some spots, a few inches thick of just solid metal. So, with enough time, you could affect a remodeling of this robot. But your last couple attacks have not been as effective as you would have hoped.
So my magic doesn't work, and my non-magic doesn't work.
Your non-magic doesn't work. No, sorry. Your magic doesn't work, and your non-magic works less than normal. It still does work. He's still tromping on down that pathway.
Rook stops for a moment and basically does...
Catches his breath.
Just, he's kind of at a loss for what to do. His normal methods of kill them all and let the gods sort them out is not particularly effective at the moment. So he literally turns to the gods, Fa specifically, and asks what she would have him do in this situation.
All right. You're rolling guidance. Oh, my whole neck cracked. Sorry.
I heard that.
It felt really good.
That's probably recorded.
Yep, I see a little
Somebody's
line.
going to be like standing in line at a bank somewhere and just be like, "Gah!" loud.
The floating axe symbol of Faz. It initially points towards the camp that it seems like you're heading to, and then after a moment, it actually turns and points back towards the way you guys came from.
That's what I figured.
There's some indecision there, because there is some bloody conquest, but sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, etc. And as you stop and you pray, the robot stops and looks up and looks at you. And it says,
I'm not sure what answer you're looking for, but I've given you a gift. It would be foolish for you to squander it.
Is Foz the god of just bloody retribution, right? Or bloody conquest. All right, that's fine. Just remember, the next time you ask you in what army, I'm going to have a fun explanation for you. I hope you like skeletons.
I do. I like skeletons.
I'm practically one myself. The great thing about the undead is they don't usually...
I'm kind of over you. If Foz doesn't want me to destroy you, I'm not going to bother with you. And Rook just turns around and gives him the finger.
Well... Rude
Piss
and
off, you grotty little wanker.
it rotates its body to face leg forward and then walks towards the clearing.
Alright, Rook goes and finds Thortar.
Zarko. Oh, Thortar's from that game that we had on the forums.
Yeah, that was terrible, yeah.
That was fun.
And it's basically, hey, you use magic, I use magic. Let's figure out a way to destroy this thing utterly and erase its concept existence from history and stuff. So, yeah, that's Rook's next actions.
All right. Oric, are you hanging out back here, or are you gonna go back to town?
So Oric, first of all, pocketing some of those berries, and then moving and still following the robot until it leads it back to its camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to case the camp to see if I can find out where my cousin's being held.
Sure. I guess if you're trying to case the area, unless you have a specific move, that'd probably be another discern realities. Closely study a situation or person, yeah.
I got nothing for special moves.
Alright, so roll me 2d6 plus whiz.
4.
Ooh.
Somebody's getting XP.
Okay. So, fuck. Here's what's going to happen. You get to ask one of those questions that's on that list, but you don't get the +1 forward, and some bad shit's going to happen afterwards, but you still get a question. Bad shit's going to happen as a result of you investigating that question you're asking. So make it count, boy.
I mean, what here is valuable to me?
That fits. There is more here to you that is valuable than you thought. And I will explain to you how. So you're nosing around through the tents. Well, what's your guess?
Well, after all this sexual innuendo about my parents from Bill, I might finally see them in the camp.
Maybe so.
Wait, what?
Yes. You are nosing through various tents, and you look into the wrong one. There is a strategy meeting that's going on, and before you're noticed by them, you back away, and you bump into two people who grab you under the arms. You actually notice, you remember one of these guys. He worked, you knew of him when you were working with the Crimson Hand before they became what they currently are.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, Oric, you again. You're coming with us. And it's not a request. And you feel a dagger at your back. Are you going to resist?
Yeah, I'm going to try to disarm him. I'm going to steal a dagger away from him.
Okay. Stealing dagger, I'd say probably defy danger dex.
Yep. 12.
Very nice. Okay, so you steal his dagger. And the other guy is making like he's going to try to hit you.
I'm going to sink the dagger into his arm.
Okay.
Ooh.
That sounds like hack and slash.
That's not so good, though.
It's a bad situation that fighting yourself out of might not have been so great.
Well, it's a split reaction here.
No, that's fine.
That was only a 6.
Ooh, okay, so that is a fail XP for you. That move that you're using, they teach it here. He blocks, he disarms you, and you catch an elbow to the head. Your vision swims for a minute, and once you're not as floaty, you hear a familiar voice, and she says, Auric, stop all this. Come sit down and we'll talk. And you see your mom and dad motioning towards you to come into one of the tents.
Twist.
And we'll end it here.
They've
for the
been
night.
dead for 5 years.
Wahahaha.
This is a ghost camp, you dummy! You could have never heard him! No, so yeah, we're going to end it here. Thank you, everybody, for downloading this latest episode of That D&D podcast. For those of you who do not know, we have a Patreon that's up and running. So if you like what we do and you like it enough to throw some money at us, head to patreon.com/thatdnd podcast. As always, we appreciate you sharing the word with friends, family, anything like that. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave us reviews on iTunes and Stitcher.
Yep.
I think it's called?
Yep.
Stitcher, yes.
Yep.
And if you ever want to get in touch with us directly, you can do it at facebook.com/thatdnd podcast, at thatdnd podcast on Twitter, or thatdndpodcast@gmail.com. Basically, find a thing, put that D&D podcast into it, and we're probably on the thing. Especially on Floozle. Check us out on Floozle.
That's fun to say.
Get all them stickers.
Floozle.
It is, right? Wow, okay.
Did we do end of session last time?
We did
Or
not.
is this the second session?
Yeah, it
We should
is.
probably do that.
Everybody have their character sheets open?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for catching that, Adam.
Good job, Adam.
Great experience.
And validation.
Yes.
When you reach the end of a session, choose one of your bonds that you feel is resolved, as in completely explored, no longer relevant, or otherwise. Ask the player of the character you have the bond with if they agree. If they do, mark XP and write a new bond with whomever you wish. Does anybody feel like they have one of those bonds?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Easy peasy. Once the bonds have been updated, look at your alignment. Let me bring up
Ugh.
the Obsidian portal page.
Mine is never.
Come on.
I definitely did.
Characters. Doosh, doosh, doosh.
Bill, would you say I showed mercy, or would you say I denied you mercy?
Yes.
Bill, you did not defend those weaker than you.
Wait. Check for evil.
Please hold. I'm curious.
I defended those weaker than me in the future by breaking his knee.
Fighter evils kill a defenseless or surrendered enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why am I not an evil fighter?
Rook, endanger yourself following the precepts of your church or god.
Did it.
I can dig it. Voltus. Deny mercy to a criminal or non-believer.
Check.
You cut off a hand. Zaharko. Use magic to cause terror and fear.
Not today.
No. I mean,
Within yourself. Dispel magic didn't dispel any magic.
his cloud kill. His cloud kill was very effective. It was at least twice as effective as anything I had done.
It didn't cause any terror or fear, it just caused damage. And if magic causing damage gets you XP, then the wizard is the most bullshit thing ever.
Does it have to cause damage to... Does it have to cause fear or whatever the thing was an
Yes.
opponent? Or does it have to... Because... Okay.
Well, it says use magic to cause terror and fear. I would take that under the implication that you can't freak yourself out with your own magic. You can't cast fear on like a table and then sit next to the table and use it on yourself and like farm XP.
I was more interested in Rook's response to fighting something that's immune to magic.
Oh. Yeah, but that would be more based on the thing and not so much Zarko.
Okay.
Sam, endanger yourself to combat an unnatural threat.
Negative. I endangered myself to follow what might be unnatural, but I don't know. You gonna buy that? Am I selling that?
I don't know. Auric is avoid detection or infiltrate a location. You got that one.
The expense of a lot of wildlife, yeah.
Freaking Ranger Rick over here. Alright, so we've got those. Then we answer these questions as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
There's a 3,000-year-old warforged hanging around.
Yep.
Bees.
Yep.
Bees.
Bees.
Can't confirm. Bees.
No bees.
Many poisonous snakes live in the forest outside town.
Bees. Bees.
Venomous.
Bees. Overcome a notable monster or enemy.
No.
Scaring him off. Does Bill count?
You didn't scare me off.
He's not,
I kicked the
in
shit
the
out
eyes
of you.
of the Dungeon Master's Handbook, he is not classified as a monster.
No.
Beg to differ. Anything that's immune to magic is a monster.
No, Bill.
Bill's not immune to magic. Bill's not immune to much.
Somebody wants to get kicked in the knee.
Did you loot a memorable treasure? Bill Hand does not count before you even try.
How about really shitty starting gear?
That's not memorable.
It's memorable for the fact that it contrasts so poorly with what he started with.
I'm pretty sure everybody is going to have terrible memories of Bill squeezing himself into the leather armor hot pants.
Does that mean that we're married now?
They're basically like leather jorts at this point.
Because, Andrew, you did take my hand.
I'm basically
So they're
imagining
lords.
Bill dressed in the guard armor like a Red Said Fred member. If anybody's old enough to get that.
I'm in
I think all of
armor,
us are.
You know what I mean?
So, final totals for XP. Sam, you got 1 XP from the new and important thing about the world.
Yay.
Oric, you got 3. You got 1 for your alignment, 1 for failing, 1 for the new important thing about the world.
I
Zarko,
think I failed more than once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got 2, huh? I forgot to mark the second one. Alright, so 2 failures, 1 alignment, 1 new thing about the world. Zarko, you got the 1 new thing about the world for 1 XP. Voltus, you got 3 from 1 failure, 1 alignment, 1 new thing about the world.
I think I failed twice. I'm checking again.
Yeah, double check. We'll fix it if need be. I got you down as 1 fail. You didn't fail last session, so check for this one. Rook, you have 2 fails from last session, 1 alignment point, and 1 new and important thing about the world, which gives you 4,
Right.
which is more than enough than you need to level. So after you guys execute Bill, you can resurrect him. So that's sweet.
Alternatively,
Wait, what?
Slash will?
well,
Yeah,
if we bring him back as a revenant, bind him to the serves of Lash. Yeah, I only failed once.
And Bill, you have 1 failure and 1 new and important thing about the world, which gives you 2 XP.
Okay.
So add that to your totals. When I edit this episode, I will post this stuff onto your character sheets on the Obsidian portal, and I will poke you if you need to be leveled up. But aside from that, make sure you level up. And next session, we'll see how things go for Oric and what happens in this jail, since the trial is tomorrow.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I think today's your last day to
Be free.
finish trial prep. So that's some things
I think I have some new evidence at hand.
at hand, eh?
They're coming to kill us all. I'm conscripting everyone in the dungeons to be my first wave of shock troops. Peace.
I like it. We'll see how well the judges take that.
The problem with that I have is that it's really hard to corral those people. Like, we'd be hurting literal cats. And Bill.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So, thanks again, everybody, for showing up. This was a bit more disjointed than I had initially pictured, so sorry if people didn't get as much time to do things. Hopefully next session, since most everybody's together, we can jump back and forward a little bit more smoothly.
It's totally fine. Sam was perfectly capable of entertaining herself in the woods. She doesn't need to be around these people. She's good. They're all going crazy over there.
She chased a butterfly for like a week.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So, yeah, thanks again, everybody. I'm going to stop my recording now and start uploading.
Good night. Oh, right, I should probably stop that recording.
That D&D podcast is released under a Creative Commons 4.0 Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivative license. Feel free to share with friends, but don't cut anything out and don't sell our work. Dungeon World intro music is Back to the Woods by Jason Shaw. You can find Jason's music on the Free Music Archive, and our outro music is Dirt Roads by Kevin MacLeod. His music can also be found on the Free Music Archive. See the show notes for any music used in the individual episodes, and visit us at thatdndpodcast.com. Dungeon World is the property of Sage Latora and Adam Coble. All other copyrighted content is owned by their associated copyright holder.